Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the Nathan Alfred Show. What I've tried to do with the show, and we've been off for a little bit with the holidays and things like that. I do have some pretty good interviews lined up. I think everybody will enjoy those in the next few weeks. A variety of different people. But one of the focuses, I wanted to focus on small business and nonprofits, and the other focus was to be on just good people doing good things in the community. Not for money or anything like that, just kind of doing the right thing for people. And this interview today definitely falls in that category. I sat down with Larry Ryan. He is the Director of Special Programs at the Warren Local School District, and he's kind of spearheaded this event. It's called A Night to Shine. It's part of a larger event put on, I guess you could say put on, by the Tim Tebow Foundation. It's a worldwide event, all happening on the same day all the way around the world. And there's not one around here. This site, probably a couple hours, maybe Columbus or something like that might be the closest site. So it's going to have a big footprint of people that this event will affect. It's essentially a prom-like event that brings together a lot of good vendors from the area that are donating services, donating time. I'm donating limousine service so they can have a red carpet entrance. DJs, photographers, hair, makeup, all that stuff. And like I said, it's for individuals with special needs, high school age and up. There are going to be several adults there as well. So it's a good interview. Larry's doing good things out there. Like I said, it's not a function of the school district, but by nature of his position, he's in a unique position to kind of spearhead something like that. And I know he has a big team that's helped him put this together. So I hope you enjoy the interview. Thanks. All right, I'm with Larry Ryan. He's the Director of Special Programs here at the Warren Local Schools. Larry, tell me a little bit about your background. You've been around this area for a while in this school district. Tell me a little bit about your background with the schools in your area, and then kind of what led up to maybe this position, and then we'll get into the event here in a little bit.
Yeah, just a kid from Vito here in Warren Local. I grew up here within the schools, went to OU, got my bachelor's in special education, came back. I've been a teacher for 19 or 20 years, I think, here at the high school. And then this is my fourth year as the Director of Special Programs. So we serve students with special needs 3 to 22 and just take care of their needs as best we can in the school environment.
Cool. And you've done some coaching along the way.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I was assistant football coach for many years, basketball coach, and then my daughters got to the age to play, so I became a basketball and football official, which I still am a basketball official today.
Okay. Did you coach your kids?
No, well, just travel ball and things like that. And that maybe didn't work out so well because a little bit of pressure on them. But
yeah, I played and coached, never with my kids, but I've heard different things. Some people say, hey, I coached all these other people's kids. I want to coach my kids.
Right.
And then some people say I'd rather be in the stands.
Well,
so
it just depends on the daughter. One, some could take that, some others couldn't. Yeah. Sometimes the pressure is just too much to feel like they need to play perfect because they're the coach's kids.
Right, I understand.
So the officiating is fun, that's for sure. It's a challenge. Basketball, I love it. I did football for 10 years, but basketball, I love it because it's such a challenge and up and down. It kind of matches my personality a little bit.
Still involved with the game, but
horn goes off.
You can walk away.
Run to the locker room and you're done.
Not too many late nights there.
Yeah, that's right.
So I guess by nature of your role here in the school system, you've got involved with this Night to Shine, which is I guess it's a function of the Tim Tebow Foundation. Is that appropriate?
Sure is. Yeah, we have a pretty leadership here at the district level that we're open to serving the needs of the kids. And in fact, about this time last year, we were doing some research to start a new project at the high school level. It was a coffee, hot chocolate cafe that would be run by the students in the special ed program. And on that trip to see another school and visit that, I had an OT and a PT and speech, maybe a couple of speech therapists with me, and this idea came up about the Night to Shine. And it just started from there, and I've always been a Tim Tebow fan, so I knew the event, and we just started Googling right then what we needed to do, And the process was pretty large. We had to apply. First, we had to have a church. Sponsor or host. They're the official host, Porterfield Baptist Church. And we asked them, and it just makes sense because they're in our district and the proximity and location, Route 50 and Route 7, it goes there. And they've been all in.
Cool. I'm a Steeler fan, so I'm not a Tim Tebow fan because he broke my heart in Denver.
That's right. That's right.
But I like the guy, though. I just don't like what he did to us. But he's been doing this for a few years?
5 years. This is the 5th year.
years?
It's grown. It's throughout the world. He gets in a jet and goes to as many events as he can throughout that one day because they're all on the same day. And he has not confirmed he'll be here in Porterfield, but we're hoping. Not just kidding. He probably will not be here.
So if we had to describe the event, it would be a prom-like event for individuals with special needs. Is that correct?
Yes. At this point in time, we've cut off the guest registration. 116 guests, honored guests, and they range in age from 15 to 90.
Wow!
So we're excited to get to meet these new friends that there will be. It's just we're just there to honor them and celebrate them and have a great time. We've had all kinds of donors that have come forward. We have 3 DJs. There'll be DJs going on, a photo booth, karaoke. They were going to open up their youth room, which has multiple TVs on the walls to play any sorts of video games, pool tables, any other activities we come up with. They're available during the night.
So tell me a little bit about the response when you go out and look for volunteers or businesses to donate, because your budget's thin, so you need donations, whether in kind or maybe product or something like that. What's that process been like, reaching out to the business community, for example?
Well, the process, once Porterfield got on board and they approved it, that was back in July, I believe. It's been... We started a small leadership team, which we created a bunch of teams based on our 95-page manual from Tim Tebow Foundation. And it's great. It's all in detail. And we just started making teams like they suggest. And those teams would go out and get donations. And we have letters and thank them, and things like that. We'll try to give them as much publicity as we can. But once they saw the little form we had, or we just spoke word of mouth or got on the website, everyone has been more than willing to donate as much as they can, and it's been outstanding. Like I said, over 115 honored guests, and then they will be paired with a buddy who will be with them all the night just to make sure all their needs are taken care of. Other than those 115, there's going to be almost 200 other volunteers there that night as well, just doing what they can to take care of all the needs. And the planning has been great. Porterfield Baptist, their church has jumped in both feet. The district, in fact, as soon as the athletic director heard about this, there's no games to be played on February 8th because they want all the students to be available if they can. And we have a number of volunteers from the school already.
Yeah, as a limo company, we get hit up a lot. You could probably ask your friends, the DJs and whatnot, photographers. We get hit up a lot for a lot of things. And I think for the most part, the business community in this area tries to help, but you can't always. But when you got an event, especially involves kids, I know you go all ages, but it's not a hard decision,
right?
So I've done something similar out of town, and it wasn't as formal as this probably, but with the limo rides, we just did some rides though. It wasn't a red carpet entrance with pictures and stuff like that. That'll be kind of interesting, but the joy on their faces was unbelievable.
Yeah.
When you're in the business world, probably in the school system too, there's a lot of negativity. So when you go to events like this, when I go to them, and I've been to a few, it's nice. I mean, it's kind of nice to see everybody coming together and doing something for other people that's going to be something they'll never forget, most likely.
Absolutely. Like I've presented this to several groups, and I put on the YouTube video from last year, and literally the first 20 seconds I'm trying to talk,
people are crying.
Yeah, and I'm still crying. I mean, special ed's always been close to my heart. Even when I went to Warren, I was a teacher's assistant.
Right.
I knew I thought that's what I wanted to do in my life, and I'm glad I chose that. But man, just the outpouring once they see the cause, and once this event takes place next year, it'll be a breeze because people will be just doing whatever they can to participate.
So you mentioned next year. This is something you said the Tebow Foundation has done for several years, 5 years. You guys plan on continuing that in this area? Then?
Absolutely, yeah. We like we said, our goal was 75 guests. We got to 115. I think next year we'll go for 125 and just try to grow this thing and make it as best we can.
What's the geographic footprint that you're serving the area? I mean, because there's some sites probably closer to Columbus, more of them. Not a whole lot in West Virginia. There's really nothing around here. So do you know how far out your reach is on this?
Well, in fact, I think I just saw the breakdown on our data from our responses. I believe it was like 70% of our guests are from Ohio. 30 is from West Virginia.
Okay.
With my officiating and some of my friends in administration of school districts, I've been able to get it out to Wood County, Pleasants County, Ritchie County. Not sure how much I have to look and see how much got that. Athens County, Meigs County. Even a little north of us, because there is one in Guernsey County, I believe, in the Cambridge area. So anything south of that, I've tried to reach out there. I haven't checked the zip codes. I could, but I think we're getting a pretty good gathering.
Pretty big area.
And hopefully that'll grow next year once they hear. Because with that location at Porterfield, it's just right out off Route 50.
More.
Ritchie County's nothing, to get to. So.
And it can take a bigger capacity.
I believe so. Yeah, we'll just have to do some rearranging.
Yeah, sure. So it's, as we sit here, we're a week away or so. I assume volunteers and things are probably in place for this year, or do you still need, or is
No, like I said, we have over 200 and some. I don't remember the total. I just watched the guest count because that's what, for a while, 75 was like, I'm not sure we're going to get there. Then all of a sudden, it's just a rough time because I'm trying to get registrations before Christmas. People just worry about Christmas and New Year's. Yeah. And then we did the WTAP show, and after that, it just exploded. And my secretary was teasing me, well, we're never going to get 75. I'm like, we got 75. Then all of a sudden, one day, we were literally here, and bing, 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 all these, you can see all these notifications, and it's just blown up, in which we're more than excited.
Now, moving forward, as the event grows, if people or groups want to get involved, what kind of opportunities are there? I assume there's a tremendous amount of planning, not just day of.
Yes. Like I said, this kind of started in July, really full throttle about November with planning. Mid-Ohio Valley Night to Shine Facebook this will continue that all the year. So if anyone wants to become maybe a new guest for next year, a volunteer, a donor, you can reach us.
Connect through the Facebook pages, because there's a variety of people. There's a lot of moving parts to it, so there's probably not a single office or something like that connect. So that's probably the best option.
Yeah, and multiple team leaders will be able to see that, and we don't know. We'll learn next Friday what we need to fix for next year and know where we need to concentrate on. So that's the best way to connect for next year's event. Cool. And it's always associated with Valentine's. I'm not sure if it'll be the week before the 14th, because the 14th is a Friday, but it's always on a Friday.
Future years,
so
cool. So it'll be in February of every year, and
right.
It's the same day worldwide?
Yes, absolutely. All the events are taking place. I can't remember the number of churches, but it's
and if you see that video, do you know the website for that? Is it the foundation?
I think it's just the Tim Tebow Foundation.
So if you search Tim Tebow Foundation.
And it's YouTube, Night to Shine 2018.
You'll see the video. Yeah. And I've seen it, and it does show around the world that is the red carpet entrance like part of
That's mandatory, yes. Yeah. Yes.
I could tell, because it was at all of them.
Yeah, and ours is going to be outstanding. Put out a little plug, Family Carpet. They've done a great job of getting us a 65-foot long red carpet, and the way it's going to be maneuvered or arranged and going into the church, we're going to have a live feed, because there's only so many that can gather around the red carpet.
Right.
So family members will be in the sanctuary. We're going to have a camera on the red carpet, and they can watch it up on the big screen. So that's going to be awesome. Cool. And that'll be on a live feed too, I believe, on Facebook.
So it's prom-like, so you probably got prom-like vendors. I mean, there's a lot of good ones around here. So it's hair, makeup, the limo, the red carpet, pictures, DJ.
Yes.
food and all the above.
Yeah,
right?
and they'll go home with favors. They have a bag of favors that they'll have, and one of those will be this is what I'm excited about, is a picture frame.
That's cool.
And our professional photographers, Hanson Enhancements is one of the ones that is involved, and they're going to take pictures of the entrance and the red carpet, get it printed off, and we're going to have those pictures in their frame when they go home. So that's pretty awesome.
That's cool.
I think that's pretty neat. So
there's a lot of, like I said, I'm in the wedding industry. There's a lot of good vendors, and you got some good ones. I'll probably get a list from you, and maybe. So this video will be out on YouTube and social media. Of course, the audio only on the podcast. But maybe I'll list some of those people
Great,
in there
that'd be
because
perfect.
they are donating time.
Absolutely.
And, probably expensive type of equipment and materials and things like that, where they could be out doing other things.
Yeah,
so.
we're very appreciative, but the support has been outstanding.
Cool. Well, I'll look forward to it. I won't be there, but I know there's going to be video I can watch.
That's right.
I have another engagement that night, but we'll have 2 limos there and dropping them off, and that's an exciting thing. I've done it, and it's pretty neat. It's worth just going to watch that probably.
Right.
Anything else I've left out or I've missed for the
We
night to shine?
appreciate your support and your donorship, and just can't wait to. It's like my Christmas next Friday.
That's cool. Great. All right, Larry, well, I appreciate your time.
Thanks, sir.